We've all met them. Whether it's at work, in social circles, or even within our own families, there's always someone who seems to have an uncanny ability to get their way, often at our expense. These individuals seem to have an incredible knack for achieving their goals, often to our detriment. They are masters of manipulation, using their skills to lead us into doing what they want, without us even realizing it. These are the manipulators, the puppet masters of human interaction, skillfully pulling our emotional strings to orchestrate their desired outcomes. Their methods are often subtle but incredibly effective. They operate in the shadows, employing subtle tactics that leave us feeling confused, drained, and strangely obligated to comply with their demands. Their power lies in their ability to emotionally exhaust and bewilder us. Manipulation, at its core, boils down to power and control. Manipulators employ various strategies to maintain control over situations and the people around them. It's a form of emotional exploitation where one person seeks to influence the thoughts, feelings, and behavior of another person for their own benefit. This type of manipulation can be incredibly damaging to the victim's mental health and emotional well-being. While not all manipulators are conscious of their actions, the impact remains the same: a slow erosion of our self-esteem, boundaries, and overall well-being. In the long run, this can lead to serious mental health issues. The good news is, we don't have to remain puppets in their games. There are ways to break free from their influence and reclaim control over our lives. By arming ourselves with knowledge and practical strategies, we can cut the strings of manipulation and reclaim our power. Learning about manipulative tactics and how to recognize them is the first step towards liberation. This video will delve into the world of these emotional puppeteers, exposing their tactics and equipping you with the tools to resist their influence. You'll learn how to recognize the signs of manipulation and how to protect yourself. We encourage you to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Every week we bring you summaries of the best books and techniques for success in life, providing you with key insights in under 10 minutes. Don't miss the opportunity to be regularly inspired and motivated. Remember, you deserve to navigate the world with confidence, autonomy, and emotional freedom. No one should have the power to control you or manipulate your feelings. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment together. Together, we'll learn how to identify manipulators, how to protect ourselves from their tactics, and how to live a life full of self-assurance and emotional freedom. Before we can disarm a manipulator, we must first learn to recognize their tactics. Manipulation is often subtle and can be easily overlooked if we're not aware of the signs. Like a chameleon blending into its surroundings, manipulation often disguises itself in seemingly harmless behaviors. Manipulators are skilled at adapting their tactics to suit different situations and people. However, by familiarizing ourselves with common manipulation techniques, we can begin to see through their games. Educating ourselves about these techniques can help us recognize red flags and protect ourselves. One of the most prevalent tactics is guilt tripping. Manipulators often use guilt as a tool to control and influence our decisions. Manipulators excel at playing the victim, making you feel responsible for their emotions and actions. They'll often exaggerate their suffering to evoke pity and a sense of responsibility in you. They might say things like, "After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me," or "How can you be so selfish after all I've sacrificed for you?" or "You're always so busy, you obviously don't care about me." These statements are designed to make you feel guilty and give in to their demands. These statements are designed to evoke guilt and pressure you into compliance. Guilt is a powerful tool because it makes us question our actions and feel responsible for others' feelings. Another common strategy is fear-mongering. Manipulators use fear to pressure you into doing what they want. By exaggerating potential consequences or creating a sense of urgency, they pressure you into making hasty decisions. They'll often use threats or ultimatums to make you feel cornered. They might say, "If you don't do this, you'll regret it for the rest of your life," or "If you don't obey, everything will fall apart." These statements are designed to evoke fear and force you into quick decisions, or This offer is only valid for a limited time, so you better hurry. This tactic preys on your fear of missing out or making the wrong choice. Manipulators know that under pressure, we often make decisions we wouldn't otherwise. This tactic preys on your fear of missing out or making the wrong choice. The fear of missing out, FOMO, is a powerful motivator that manipulators use to get you to act quickly and without thinking things through. Manipulators are also masters of passive aggression. Instead of directly communicating their needs or feelings, they express them through subtle digs, backhanded compliments, or the silent treatment. Instead of directly communicating their needs or feelings, they express them through subtle digs, backhanded compliments, or the silent treatment. This behavior creates a toxic atmosphere of tension and confusion, leaving you constantly second-guessing their true intentions. This behavior creates a toxic atmosphere of tension and confusion, leaving you constantly second-guessing their true intentions. Passive aggression is particularly harmful because it's difficult to pinpoint and even harder to address. By learning to recognize these and other manipulation tactics, you'll be better equipped to spot when someone is trying to manipulate you. Education and awareness are key tools in combating manipulation. Remember, knowledge is power, and simply being aware of these strategies is the first step towards breaking free from their influence. Once you recognize manipulation, you can take steps to protect yourself and break free from its grasp. Be aware, be strong, and don't let manipulation control you. Now that we've shed light on the manipulative tactics employed by these emotional puppeteers, it's time to cut the strings and reclaim our power. Manipulative individuals often use emotional tricks to control us, but we have the tools to break free from their influence. Dealing with toxic people requires a delicate balance of assertiveness, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence. It means being in tune with your own feelings and needs and expressing them clearly without fear of judgment or conflict. One effective strategy is setting clear boundaries. This means learning to say no without feeling guilty and establishing limits on what you're willing to tolerate. Boundaries are crucial for protecting your emotional space and preventing manipulation. When a manipulator tries to cross those boundaries, firmly reiterate your stance and remove yourself from the conversation if necessary. Don't be afraid to disengage from the interaction if you feel your boundary is being disrespected. Remember, you have the right to protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being. Your emotional stability is a priority, and you should not allow anyone to jeopardize it. Another powerful tool in your arsenal is direct communication. Direct communication helps to clear up misunderstandings and prevents manipulation. Instead of dancing around their manipulations, address their behavior head-on. This can be challenging, but it's crucial for establishing healthy relationships. Use I statements to express how their actions make you feel and clearly communicate your needs and expectations. For example, you could say, "I feel ignored when you interrupt me," instead of "you always interrupt me." While this may feel uncomfortable at first, it sends a clear message that you won't be manipulated and encourages them to engage in respectful communication. Don't underestimate the power of documentation. Documentation can be a key tool in recognizing patterns of manipulation. Keep a record of instances where you felt manipulated, noting the date, time, and specific behaviors exhibited. These notes can help you see patterns more clearly and better prepare for future interactions. This serves as a valuable reminder of their patterns and can be helpful if you need to confront them about their actions or seek support from others. Documentation can also be useful in professional settings where it's important to have evidence of inappropriate behavior. Most importantly, prioritize your well-being. Self-care is not selfish, it's essential. Engage in activities that fulfill you and make you feel good. Spending time with negative and manipulative people can be emotionally draining. It's important to recognize when you need a break and give yourself permission to step away. Surround yourself with positive influences, engage in activities that bring you joy, and seek professional guidance if needed. Positive relationships and activities you enjoy can help you feel stronger and more resilient. Remember, you deserve to live a life free from manipulation and emotional turmoil. Your happiness and peace of mind are paramount, and you have the right to a life filled with respect and love. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support.